Hi, I'm Samantha Conway, student number 139020046.
Hi, I'm Ruby Blackhall and my student number is 13920855.
Hi, I'm Casey Earle and my student number is 13906868.
Hi, I'm Frank Yam and my student number is 13564531.
Jordan Mastrogiannis, student number 139151884.
Luke Pardy, 139243119.
In addressing the lack of electric vehicles in the Australian market, we have outlined several marketing objectives inclusive of gaining a market share over Tesla, placing Porsche as the industry leader in the electric vehicle market, informing and creating greater awareness of the electric vehicle market, whilst redirecting misconceptions towards electric cars through education, increasing the sales of the Porsche Taycan, and lastly to generate greater consumer rates for electric cars in the Australian automobile market. The company in which our group is focusing on of the issue of electric cars failing to be adopted in the Australian market is Porsche. Porsche is a car manufacturer which produces the world's finest luxury and high-performance vehicles. Owned under the Volkswagen Group, they are based in Stuttgart, Germany, and are a global brand valued at $109 billion. With the ever-rising global initiative of reducing greenhouse carbon emissions and the car industry shifting to an electric future, Porsche has developed their first ever electric car, the Porsche Taycan. By doing so, Porsche aims to take on Tesla and gain market share in the Australian market of electric vehicles. The market in which Porsche aims to break into is the high-performance electric vehicle market. We aim to focus on a narrow and niche market of those with greater financial ease in purchasing. Due to the prestigious and the luxurious brand, we do not solely focus on the environmental benefits, but also the car's high social status and the car's performance. Aiming to direct consumers in the high-end vehicle market towards the Porsche Taycan. The Porsche Taycan will face much competition with its primary competitor being Tesla. Tesla's sedan model falls under the same high-performance segment as Porsche. In the Australian market, Tesla is evidently Porsche's leading competition, but there are several other competitors classified as lower-level competition, such as BMW with the i3, Hyundai with the Kona and the Ioniq, Nissan with the Leaf, and Renault with the Zoe.
As part of our primary research, we sent out an anonymous survey to gauge consumer perceptions and opinions on electric vehicles. While recognising that electric vehicles have many benefits, including eco-friendliness and fuel savings, our respondents identified many more drawbacks, of which most were misconceptions. These were excessive costs, both to purchase and maintain the vehicle, batteries still being deemed as harmful, limited charging stations being available, low mileage per charge, and extensive time required to charge the vehicle. Secondary research into consumer perception supports these findings and reveals that only 16% of Australians are actually knowledgeable enough to make an educated decision when purchasing an electric vehicle. Consumers were also unaware of which car brands produced and sold electric vehicles. Some of the preconceived assumptions identified by consumers have been discredited with further secondary research.
Continuing on from Ruby, the EV market has come a long way, with charging stations providing 400 kilometres of charge in just 15 minutes. Australia has also increased its charging stations by 40% in the last 12 months, with 2,307 public charging stations Australia-wide. Consumers also associated electric vehicles with prohibitive costs. However, the ongoing costs of EVs are considerably less than petrol vehicles, with the average yearly charging cost being $500 compared to $2,000 for a petrol engine car. Additionally, ChargeFox offers complimentary 3 years free of unlimited charging at any of the ultra-rapid sites for consumers who own a Porsche Taycan. In our survey, when asked for the first thought when it comes to electric vehicles, almost all respondents answered with Tesla. Tesla dominates the EV market, claiming 80% of electric vehicle sales in Australia to date. Their market dominance worsens the struggle for electric vehicles in the market, with only 0.7% of car sales each year being electric vehicles. This exerts a need for more effective marketing strategy if Porsche wants to make a mark on the EV industry.
For Porsche to reclaim the market share owned predominantly by Tesla, we recommend Porsche to launch a marketing campaign for the Taycan, which essentially focuses on re-educating consumers on the general misconceptions of electric vehicles. By Porsche utilizing specific stimuli with vivid information about their Taycan, consumers will develop a higher recall of its attributes. To put this theory into practice, Porsche can create a social media video displaying the ChargeFox network benefits, such as being able to top up your vehicle with 400 km of range in only 15 minutes. This information-focused advertisement will target consumers with a high MAO, or motivation, ability, and opportunity. After viewing this, consumers will become aware of the Taycan's positive attributes. Thus, this breaks the preconceived perceptions that consumers once held that charging an electric vehicle is slow and cumbersome, drastically lessening the drawbacks of purchasing an EV. In conclusion, by having Porsche eradicate consumers on the common misinterpretations of an electric vehicle through various marketing campaigns, consumers will have a higher recall of the Taycan's attributes, thus leading to more sales in the long-term future.
Thank you, Frank. On top of re-educating consumers, we recommend Porsche to utilise a celebrity endorser for their marketing of the Porsche Taycan. Secondary research collected has highlighted that endorsers from credible sources results in a significant increase in brand awareness and purchase intentions, especially in the case of luxury brands. Luxury brands are built on image and perception, so by having an endorser that conveys this raises the effectiveness of the marketing material. So the question that arises is, who is a credible endorser for the Porsche Taycan? We believe it to be Mark Webber. Mr. Webber holds a great degree of status in Porsche's target market, as he is an ex-Formula One driver and 4-time world champion endurance racer. Even in his retirement, he remains to be a prominent public figure. Following from this, Mr. Webber's experience in the industry makes him an endorser with a large degree of expertise, so much in fact that he assisted Porsche in the dynamics and technical figures of the vehicle. Furthermore, as a current and long-term Porsche ambassador, Mr. Webber is a trustworthy endorser. His long-term commitment to the brand and its values highlights his authenticity. His promotion of the Porsche Taycan will therefore be viewed as a genuine endorsement. Due to the combination of celebrity status, trustworthiness, and expertise, Mr. Webber would be categorized as a credible endorser. As a credible source, Mr. Webber would have considerable impact on negating the negative perceptions surrounding electric vehicles. Mr. Webber should appear within Porsche marketing material whilst also sharing promotional content on his personal social media. This allows for both mass media reach and two-way communication, as Mr. Webber can interact with his following regarding the Porsche Taycan. To conclude, Mr. Webber fulfills the matchup hypothesis to a great degree. Himself and the Porsche Taycan fit well together, and an advertising campaign with his inclusion would prove to be phenomenally successful for the Porsche brand. I will now pass you to Luke for the third recommendation within our marketing proposal.
Moreover, we recommend Porsche in their future marketing campaigns to heavily emphasise the high social status that owning a Porsche brings. Ensuing our primary and secondary research, we identified consumers commonly observe Porsche as a symbol of prestige, as many consumers dreamed of owning a car of such luxury as Porsche since they were young. Research found that Porsche cars may be purchased by consumers due to the concept of conspicuous consumption, that consumers purchase a product with the intention of gaining social status. The target consumer of Porsche's Taycan has a high physical vanity extensively influenced by their need to be recognised within society. They are seeking a product to gain recognition and respect in their social environment, thus stressing the importance of Porsche of reassuring the consumer of the notion of high social status that a Porsche Taycan holds. Extensive exaggeration of the reputation obtained when driving a Porsche, represented in Porsche's marketing campaigns, will allow consumers to become more aware and respond to stimuli more effectively when actively seeking a luxurious car. This process is called perceptual vigilance. To illustrate this, a consumer will observe the Porsche stimuli displaying attributes of stature and respond with increased purchase intention due to the effects of physical vanity. Concluding our extensive primary and secondary research, these three recommendations presented by Porsche to incorporate in their future marketing campaigns, which are to re-educate market consumers, introduce a prominent influential figure such as Mark Webber, and to focus promoting the prestige that a Porsche vehicle provides, are all aimed at achieving future success for the company of Porsche. Thank you.